All right, I'm Dave,
I'm Kristen.
and this is Accidental Nonsense, episode 21. We recorded an episode like a couple days ago that was like 25 minutes long, but it didn't work.
Yeah, something was happening.
Something was happening, but we're back here and everything's fine, and we aren't going to recap. Well, we'll recap some stuff we talked about, but it'll be all brand new stuff.
Gonna be fine.
Have you ever pooped your pants?
Ready?
Go. You're kind of frozen. Did you?
No, I'm good.
Are you here?
I'm here.
You're good. Okay. Have you ever pooped your pants?
No.
You've never pooped your pants.
No.
There's not been one time in your life that you pooped your pants.
I mean, when I was a baby.
No, I mean like as a older kid or adult.
No.
Well, I got two stories. Would you like me to share?
Sure.
This one, I was probably a early teen, I would say. I'm just going to say early teen, just for the sake of it.
Sure.
Playing hide and go seek.
Okay.
Actually, I don't think anybody even knows this story.
Oh.
It was it was at the Mount Vernon Salvation Army. We were playing like hide and go seek in the chapel there. I think it was
Like
one
us
night when we
kids?
all went down as a family. Huh?
Us kids?
Yeah. So I think it was like early teens.
Okay.
Anyways, I was hiding. I didn't want to leave. I felt like I had to poop though. I stayed put. I ended up pooping my pants, and I went and cleaned
You're
it all.
that
Then I went and cleaned it all up in
dedicated to the game.
I'm that dedicated to hide and go seek, and then I went and cleaned it all up in the bathroom. I don't think anybody ever knew. I'm pretty sure no one ever knows that story about me, and they're the first to hear it now here on
Why
this
didn't you just go to
podcast.
the bathroom?
I was hiding, and then
Like,
I
there
didn't
was
think
a
it was that
bathroom
close. I didn't think it was that close to coming, at the time, and so I stayed put, and then by the time everything worked out and shaked out, it was too late.
Seems to
Couldn't make it.
happen to men a lot.
Pooping the pants?
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you a story about walking home from school?
No.
I walked home from school. Actually, I don't think anybody knows this either. I was
pants?
walking home from school. Francis McClure Middle School, White Oak, Pennsylvania. I walked back through the woods down the trail. I decided to walk home, didn't take the bus. I don't even know if, mom and dad knew that I just, was walking home at that time. But anyways, decided to walk home, walking through the woods, and I had to go. This one, I didn't poop my pants. I squatted behind a tree, left it in the woods,
You
went home and
in
wiped.
the woods. That's much
went in the
better
woods.
than pooping your pants to me.
I got another
I
story.
would much rather go in the woods.
I went in the woods another time, used my sock to clean it up.
You throw your sock away?
Yeah, I think Brian did the same thing at some point.
Why? What's up with you people just going in the woods? We had a house.
Listen, sometimes you just can't make it back home, and you just got to go in the woods.
So you used your sock. Did you like the
Yeah, to
sock,
clean it
or
up.
was it just a generic sock?
Do I like any socks?
I have some favorite
don't thi-
socks. I like a lot of socks.
Hey, well, listen. You know what they say. But that's my story. So you've never had any situations like that ever in your whole life?
No.
You ever pee your pants?
No.
You can't tell me you haven't been in the ocean and you decided just to
The
pee.
ocean, but that's not peeing your
Okay, that
pants.
counts. You're still
You
wearing your
chose
pants.
to do it.
You're still wearing your pants.
I wasn't wearing pants. I'm wearing my swimsuit.
Well, a swimsuit. It's
But
the same
that's
thing.
like a
It's the same
choice.
thing.
I feel like pooping your pants, it's like, you can't help it. You poop your pants.
I
Or
mean
like peeing
that
your
is
pants,
true.
like you had to go so bad, you couldn't help it. You peed your pants. Not like
sometimes, like, when
choosing to.
When you're playing hide and go seek, it's like it's there. It gets to there's a point where
I
it
always
gets to
make
being
sure to
like
go before
it's
I hide.
there,
I go,
and if I stand up, it's no matter what's gonna happen, it's gonna happen.
sounds like you really
So-
need to work on your bowel movements.
Oh no, it's been fine lately.
Okay.
So that's anyways, that's a good story. I mean, that's there. We also discussed so that we never discussed that at all, but we needed to start the conversation, and I think it leads into it very well. Can life continue on Earth without the moon? Say we blow up the
Right.
moon. Can we survive without the moon?
I was saying no, because like the tides and stuff wouldn't, like, that would be really bad. But then we were saying maybe that would help prevent natural disasters. If there weren't like tides, maybe we wouldn't have, I don't know what the science is. Would we not have tsunamis?
Well, we Googled
Or
the
would we have
science.
more
Here's what-
tsunamis?
Here's what two things say. Here's the top 5 things we would miss without the moon.
Right.
Okay, say the moon, we decided to just blow it up, right? Elon Musk is like, we're done with it.
Like
Get rid
Despicable
of it.
Me.
Yeah. So nights would be much, much darker, obviously.
They would also be
The
shorter.
next brightest, it says they would be shorter, yeah. And it says the next brightest object in the night sky is Venus. But it still wouldn't be enough to light up the sky. A full moon is nearly 2,000 times brighter. So it would be just
really
dark. Then it also
But
said
we have
without
so
the
many
moon.
lights here, so
Yeah, we have natural light. We can make our own moon if
well,
needed.
we don't have natural light, but we have our lights.
So, well, we have our naturally made light.
Non. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Next one is without the moon, a day on Earth would only last 6 to 12 hours.
Now
And there
this
could be more.
wouldn't be. This would be interesting.
Yeah.
So what I was saying is we would end up having to sleep. We would still need as much sleep unless we adapted to need less sleep. But we would end
Right.
up sleeping a night and a day, and then being awake
Yeah.
a day and a night, and then sleeping.
It'd be as long as you're asleep, you're going to be awake at basically the same amount of time.
Right.
It said that there also could be more than 1,000 days in 1 year because the Earth's rotation would slow down.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Yeah, so days would go by in a blink.
So
That'd be
we
kinda cool.
would, it would seem, well, we would age the same, but it would be like we were aging quicker because it'd be like
Right.
3 years would go by within one normal year.
I wonder if our skin would be, I don't know, because it's like the gravitational force would slow down from the moon.
Would
So
we
that,
sag?
like, maybe, like, I don't know, maybe we won't sag as much.
Or we would sag much.
Oh, who knows? But to your thing about natural disasters, it's actually not true. A moonless Earth would also change the size of ocean tides, making them about 1/3 as high as they are now. So
They go
tides
lower.
are going to be higher.
Oh, they would be higher.
Yeah, so
That would be
that's going
an
to be
issue.
yeah. And obviously there won't be any lunar or solar eclipses. Obviously, with
Yeah,
that.
no fun with that. But we'd see a lot of stars.
Oh, we would probably see a lot more stars. But here's another thing to your thing. It's actually going to get a whole lot worse on Earth because
But we
it says
don't want to
without a
blow up
moon.
the moon.
Right. Because the tilt of our Earth's axis would vary over time. This could create some very wild weather. So
Earlier when we were talking about this, we were like, okay, if we really had to, we could blow up the moon if we needed to like postpone or save Earth for something, for some reason. But now
right.
it's
So say aliens
like
or
you blow up the moon, you're just gonna die. That's gonna doom us.
maybe.
Like,
I mean, I think
originally
it all
we were
came
like,
to be.
maybe we could survive it and it would be fine. But now it kind of seems like, no, we'd for sure die.
Potentially, but I think we were at first like it's like the situation. If the situation never came to be where it's like Russia built a nuclear base on the moon, they're controlling the moon, they're gonna like destroy everything, and we have to blow up the moon. We just need to move some people out of like the high tide areas, and we have to make some
But
adjustments.
then we could have some severe weather coming later.
I mean, well, if it gets worse than it is now, I mean, we just deal with it as it comes.
Figure
Right?
it out, I guess.
Would we want to blow up the moon if Putin had a base on the moon with nuclear weapons?
I mean, I would prefer not to.
I don't see the point of it though. But if he did control the moon and he's like the moon's mine now, and he turned it into like a Death Star, I mean, don't you think you'd want to blow it up?
Yeah, maybe. We could find a workaround.
Make a deal with the devil.
figure it out.
Speaking of,
Yeah?
so here's a question. All right, now it's just a fun question. You sold your soul to the devil. What did you sell it for?
I would probably only sell my soul to get someone like back from the dead.
That's it. You sell your soul to get somebody else. So you're giving your soul to get
Yeah,
somebody else back.
well, I'd still be alive. I just wouldn't have my soul. I'd probably just sell my soul to save someone else. To get them back. Otherwise, what would I want to sell my soul for?
I don't know. I was like,
There's not much else I
mean-
would care.
they say like people do it all the time in real life where they sell it for like you get millions and millions of dollars, you become famous. Like I'm selling my soul to the devil.
Oh, but that's not actually what happens. They don't actually go to the
We
devil.
don't we don't know, but we're not going to talk about
Oh,
it.
okay.
So
We'll keep that hush hush.
they say a lot of celebrities have. It's the word on the street.
Oh, that is okay.
I think if I'm being forced to choose, I mean obviously I never would, but if I'm being forced to choose, I think it'd probably be for some kind of like eternal life.
Oh, well, yeah. Because
Because then it
you have
wouldn't
nothing to
matter.
worry about. If you're never gonna die,
Or money.
who cares?
Or maybe like eternal life for my kids.
Yeah,
Or
or
like
your
maybe it's like
kids.
I don't want my kids to suffer.
Okay, so then you sell your soul.
So I sell my soul. I never would though. I'd probably say no.
But you would.
I'd
under
probably
those
say you can take
circumstances.
my soul and shove it.
Right. But you would
Yeah,
if that happened.
but I would. If that happened.
I would.
All right.
I'm not. Right
Next
then.
one. So let's say that there's an invention, right? What invention would you uninvent if you could time travel? What would you want to uninvent?
What do you think?
What do I think? What do I think you would uninvent, or what do you think I
What
would
do you think
uninvent?
you would uninvent?
I'd probably be like, let's just do away with nuclear weapons.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Anything nuclear.
Or meatloaf.
Nuclear weapons. Meatloaf.
So I'm just saying,
I think.
those are my two.
What invention? I should have thought about this more. I
You
think
should
I
have.
would go with what you were saying, nuclear weapons. Do you think there's how do you think history would be different though without nuclear weapons? I wonder like
Well, I think, yeah, I mean, would the
Would if things
World
turned out
War II
differently?
ever ended?
yeah, or would we have a different outcome? I don't know.
It'd be interesting. I mean, so yeah, you never know. Maybe you don't want to maybe you don't want to uninvent everything because it could mess up a lot of stuff.
Right. What if it messed things up you didn't want messed up? Yeah, I'd probably uninvent like those kind of things.
Meatloaf?
Yeah, I'm good with the foods that are out there.
But what's your least favorite food?
My least favorite food.
Yeah, what do you hate
Probably
the most?
I really hate those like pre-packaged cakes and like brownies. Like you know those brownies with the sprinkles
so-
on them?
Like the cosmic
Yeah,
brownies?
cosmic brownies. I hate those. Or like pre-packaged, like those little things like that. Like cosmic brownies. I
See,
don't like them.
I just have never liked meatloaf. It's like the one food that I have never liked. I think it's disgusting.
cared for it.
But I like everything like that's in meatloaf, but when you put it all together, it's just gross to me.
Yeah,
I'm very anti meatloaf.
I hear you.
Yeah. So you can time travel. We might have done this one. I don't think we did. I think we talked about what would you want to go see.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess it is the same. I'm going to skip it. What 3 things would you take with you on a deserted island?
I would take a water purification system.
Like one of those life straws.
Yeah, sure. Maybe a more industrial one. If I could take a big one to have more water.
A
I'd
big
do
one.
that. A big one.
Fill up a tub.
Yeah. I would take
Now you'll need a tub.
I would take reusable matches.
Reusable matches. So a lighter.
They never run out. No, it just never runs out though.
Oh, an unending
A
lighter.
never-ending lighter.
Never ending.
I would take my dogs.
So you could eat them potentially.
No, just to have.
Huh.
Just to hang out.
But you might have to eat
I
them.
couldn't. I don't think I could.
But you might have
I think
to.
I would just starve to death before eating
Okay.
my own
So
dog.
here's the situation then. Before I name mine, we're on the island together. Plot twist.
Okay.
You take your 3 items. You starve yourself to death. Your dogs are getting eaten either way. By me.
What do you bring though? Where
I'm gonna
feed you
bring.
before you eat my dogs. And I
gonna
don't
bring a
starve to
gun.
death. You'd feed me for
So
a
that's
while.
good. Well, I'm gonna bring a gun.
Okay, gun
So,
to shoot
and I'm
who?
gonna, you find animals. It's like bang bang. You figure it out. I'm gonna
Are you
bring a
gonna bring
gun,
bullets?
and yes, I'm gonna bring ammunition. So those are two: gun and
Ammunition.
ammunition.
So that's two
You
gone
also
already.
That's fine because you also don't know what else is on that deserted island. I mean, it could be a lost situation. The gun is going to come in handy.
Okay.
So, gun, ammunition, probably a good amount of ammunition. I'll just say I'm going to bring plenty of rounds.
plentiful.
Anyways, so guns,
Reusable
ammunition.
ammunition.
reusable weapons, and then I'll probably bring like a tent. So gun
You
and a
can
tent.
make a tent. That's what you're gonna bring.
No, you don't want to mess with that. You bring your own tent.
That's what you're gonna bring. A gun and a tent.
Yeah.
At least
And then if I need to add
what
on
are you
to
gonna have? What are you gonna make fire with? At least I have fire.
your
water.
lighter.
We're teaming up with this.
I'm on the I'm on the island with you.
Now you're gonna barter with me for my reusable lighter.
Well, I mean, I have a gun,
True.
so. And then if anybody else is on it, I mean, I could shoot my food. If anybody tries to mess around or there's like some
Didn't
kind of
you
weird
say-
like tribal
Didn't
ritual,
you say what did you say? Abandoned island.
a deserted island, but we don't
Nobody
know how.
is there. It's
You
a
say
deserted island.
I've seen plenty of movies where people go on a deserted island and it's not very deserted.
Okay,
So
Interesting.
yeah, just saying. So what? Anybody who else listening, what would you bring? 3 things on a deserted island. Also, well, what else did we talk about? We talked about have you pooped your pants?
Well,
Write down if you pooped your pants.
Did you hear about, was that Kool-Aid? Capri Sun.
Kool-Aid.
It was Capri Sun.
Oh
right?
yeah, we talked about that.
They
Capri Sun
had-
is selling.
They had a recall because some of their Capri Suns were like cleaning chemicals or something got into
They were
them.
filling Capri Suns with cleaning chemicals
On accident.
to cut costs.
Somehow cleaning chemicals got in. They found this out due to
somehow.
complaints. So people were like, that tastes funny. Anyways.
How'd they know? It's like, oh, this tastes like bleach. You drinking
Yeah,
bleach?
of course you would know. You'd taste it. It would be weird.
I mean, I guess. I mean, I don't know when the last time I had a Capri Sun is.
You didn't have one in South Carolina? I had one. They look good sometimes.
So
I
we're
just
drinking
usually
cleaning-
steal your kids' snacks when I'm around the family.
Cut cost. Speaking of, last episode was Catherine was on, and we talked about how we were nervous about the support beams falling because the one was kind of cracked. They looked kind of leany.
But then
Were you
you
worried?
guys said cracked, and then I go out. The beam was just, you know how bark kind of chips away sometimes? It peels.
What else would you call it? It was
wasn't
cracking
cracked.
open.
I thought I'd go out and see a crack up the whole beam. The bark.
It was
chipping
cracking.
a bit.
Were you worried?
I was only worried a little, and then when I saw the beam, I was not worried.
But did you see the beams kind of leaning though?
Yeah, but it looked like they were leaning to kind of support the house, like
Not the cracked one.
the frayed one.
The frayed one was. We were worried about it. Anyways, I'm glad you weren't worried. Catherine and I were worried.
I know you guys were.
All right. Want to do one of these? I had some other questions, but I think we did the one before, so we'll skip that one. And did we do the Who Would You Want to Haunt You? I feel like we did.
I don't know, but I find this one interesting. Who would you want to haunt you?
I'm pretty sure you said Selah, or we
I
agreed
think I did
upon
say
our
Selah.
Grampy. Because it'd be funny.
That would be funny if it was our Grampy.
Yeah. There'd just be like coffee stains all over
That'd be
from
funny.
him shaking.
Like Oreos falling out of cabinets.
Oreo crumbs all over the bed. All right. I got a had to, would you?
Bring it on.
Would you take a year-long vow of silence or enter the Hunger Games with everyone in this group?
So you and me?
Yeah.
I'd have to kill you or what?
I mean, what happened in the Hunger Games when those two
They
were
ended
on
up
there?
working together, and then they got
Did it-
out. We shot the
Wasn't there,
arrow
like, some, like-
into the thing, and they got out of the arena.
I don't remember. I'm going to pick the Hunger Games, but what was that? What was the Hunger Games about? Do you remember?
Yeah,
Like
the
the
children
blueberries.
had to fight each other.
But then they have to eat blueberries?
No, blueberries. Those berries killed you.
They killed
Right?
you.
Yeah.
Oh shoot! I don't know.
They were poison berries.
Poison berries.
Yeah, you didn't want to eat those.
Don't eat, don't eat the poison berries. I'm doing the Hunger Games. We'll try to get
What
out
was the other
alive.
option? Oh, Year of Silence? Yeah, that would
Yeah, I couldn't
probably
do that.
be- That would be easy until I got upset.
That would be easy if you were still in China.
That would be easy. Because I would probably just be with my dogs.
Yeah, so you'd be
No,
fine.
they're
You'd be
open
fine.
now,
But I'm going to
sort of.
Hunger Games. Is it true though? Did you see that people were trying to escape like
I
IKEA
did see
in
that.
Hong
I mean,
Kong?
as far as I know.
'Cause they were
No,
g-
in Shanghai.
They were going to close. Weren't they going to shut the doors of the thing, and you were going to have to
Yeah,
stay
that
inside
happened in
IKEA?
Shanghai. That happened in different places because there was news too about people being locked in when it first started up back in April and a little bit before that, people being locked in their work offices and having to stay in there for however long. So what happened, this is what happened, according to the news that I read, there
don't fact
was,
check.
and a couple different articles said the same thing, but there was a, what's it called? Not an actual case, but a trace. Like a potential cross trace. What's it called?
A kid was
Anyways,
there. With
there was a potential, not even a case, no one even tested positive, but a potential contact of a case at the IKEA. So what they did is somehow, I don't know if it was a worker or what, but somehow they tracked this person to the IKEA. So then they try to lock the IKEA so that they can keep everyone there to test them or whatever they wanted to do. People weren't about that because they just spent how many months locked at
They were
home.
running
They
out of
didn't
that
want to be
store.
stuck in an IKEA like that. Although that wouldn't be a bad place to be stuck.
You
have
could. It
bed
could be a worse place.
and a couch. It'd be kind of fun to
You're
be
fighting
stuck
over-
in IKEA.
You got to fight over the bedroom. I mean, if I knew that
wouldn't
was
mind
happening,
it. Would there
I'm
all
not
these
escaping
pillows,
IKEA. I'm going
too?
for the bed.
Anyways,
Yeah.
it wouldn't be too bad. But yeah, they tried to lock them in, and so people stormed out. And I don't know if everybody got out, but a lot of people got out and just left because
I saw a lot of people getting out.
yeah, I mean they weren't about that. People spend 2 months, over 2 months for some people locked at home and not able to get out. They're not about to be
Yeah.
stuck.
No, they're done with that.
They
All
have
right.
hot dogs there.
One more.
Got it.
Enough with IKEA. So if you haven't seen the IKEA thing, Google IKEA China escape room.
Escape
Okay.
room. That'll be fun.
All right. Ride a 50-foot wave on an inflatable alligator, 50 foot, or be followed around by a gaggle of bloodthirsty geese.
I'm not gonna die in the wave, right?
It's a 50-foot wave, and you're on an inflatable alligator. I mean, there's a potential to die for either one of these
But
scenarios.
I'm riding. Okay, say I don't die, I would take the wave.
Okay. I do the wave, too. I'd like to see the journey.
That'd be
It's about
pretty
the
cool.
journey. The geese would just get annoying. At least it's just one
Yeah,
wave.
you have to kill all the geese, like they're bloodthirsty. But then
It's
you
just a
could
gaggle
have
of geese.
dinner.
True.
So I
But
take the wave.
you might not.
The
It
wave
might
would be
kill you.
fun.
Okay.
I think that'd be good.
Wave. That's right. Yeah, choose the wave too. What about you, folks? Everybody listening, watching, whatever you're doing. Not doing both? Because, we don't. Maybe somebody can't do both.
Reading? Do we have subtitles?
We have
Yeah,
some
we
who
can
want
get
to post
that
are
going.
like, that's new. That'd be new. A transcribed podcast.
get
I mean,
that
who does
going.
that? Nobody. I've never read a podcast.
Me either. Some people, I'm sure, do though.
We talked about Marvel a while back. Did you see the new She-Hulk?
Not yet.
I thought it was really good. I thought it was
might watch
100 times
that
better
today.
than.
Speaking of,
I thought it was 100 times better than Multiverse of Madness.
really, yeah, I was disappointed in Multiverse of Madness.
I hated it.
I was
Worst ever.
disappointed. I think we talked about this. I wish they would have just made it rated R and just went all in with the creepy, spooky
Yeah.
theme. And that would have made it a lot better.
Yeah.
It was a bit disappointing. I just thought it was going to be so much better than it was.
That was boring to me.
All right.
Like even when they brought in all the superheroes and stuff for like the whatever they called that, I forget now. I'm blanking on it, but like Fantastic Four guy
Four?
was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just kind of lame. But all right. So I mean, would you rather live the rest of your life on an airplane experiencing turbulence or remote control commands actually affect you?
I hate turbulence.
But what if somebody can make you pause, fast forward, rewind, dance.
I'll just do
I don't
that
know.
and hope that they don't make me do anything too crazy.
Just hide all
Maybe
the
it would help
remotes.
me out. Maybe it'd give me like super abilities.
I guess if you jumped off a building, you have to trust somebody hit pause
Or
before I hit the
yeah,
ground.
take the batteries out of the remote.
Of all the remotes.
Hmm.
I'm going to take the airplane.
Really? You've never even flown.
I know, but could you imagine, like, just the
Your whole life
crazy
you have to
anxiety,
spend,
hardship? Someone pauses you, and you're in your mind, and you're just like, I literally can't move any part of my body.
but you take the
That would
remote.
drive me nuts.
So you have to spend your whole life on a plane?
Did it say whole life?
I don't know. Maybe I'm making that up.
If it's the whole life, though, I mean, you got to spend your whole life. Let me see.
Gotta spend your whole life somewhere, I guess.
Oh, yeah, rest of your life.
Yeah.
Okay, people can pause me.
Yeah.
People can pause me all they want. But then again, if you leave me paused for too long, I'm going to go mad.
And then they'll want to keep you paused.
Then they're never going to unpause me. What if they could do that, though? You think Elon Musk is going to invent that for someone who's like, rather than putting people in jail, they inject a thing in their brain and they could take it out after a certain time period where it's like, you're paused until 10 years. You got a 10-year pause on your life for killing that guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just thinking outside my brain.
I wouldn't
Or
like
inside my
that.
brain. We need. So this is episode 21.
Yeah.
One of our episodes, our uncle wanted to join us, and I think it's going to happen eventually, sometime.
Next time.
Don't know what he wants to talk about, but
Two uncles.
he has some important things that he wants to say.
Which one are you talking about?
Both,
The Midwestern one or the
or the southern one. I guess both of them.
They both have
Both of them. If
things
you
to
just
talk about. What are the
if
odds?
if you give them a platform, we might get canceled. So
But it's okay because our platform's not that big.
it's not that big yet. So that's
So
good.
maybe this
But they
will
might get.
cancel us later on when our platform is,
Later on, they'll go back and be like, you
And
got to
we'll
remove that
find that.
episode.
and then we'll get canceled.
Did you know that I've been keeping track of, my friends know if they ever get on the podcast. I message them every time we get on the podcast and nobody's joined yet or said they would join. But I have a chicken,
Your friends are.
I have a chicken sandwich list of the best chicken sandwiches that I've tried.
What's your top?
You want to see my top?
I had one.
Let me pull it up.
Panera has a good spicy chicken sandwich out. I really liked that.
Panera's on my list. So, all right. So if you had to, hold up, I'm trying to find it.
Did you
I
try
gotta
that
pull it up in
one?
my doc-
Panera's?
Yes,
That's
that's on
good.
my list. I have a list of like 20 something, but I've been doing it. I've been telling, like, we've been with my friends have been doing. I've been sharing with them. All right, here we go. Hold up. So I do a rating system of like kind of like Dave Portnoy does the pizza things, one bite pizza. You seen that?
Okay. No. Okay.
Yeah. So I do that. Well, you Google it sometime. It's hilarious. I love it. But I do a rating system of like 0 to 10, and then it's like also points. So you could do like 1.1, whatever. So Panera. I've had 19 chicken sandwiches at different places that I can remember.
Okay.
Panera chicken sandwich is a 3.0 for me
Out of what?
out of 10.
That low?
McDonald's is a 2.5. That's my bottom.
Panera's
Copper
that
River
low?
Grill
No, I think
Copper River Grilled chicken sandwich is a 4.5.
And what is Chick-fil-A?
Chick-fil-A
That's high,
is I've had that. Where's it at? Oh, that might be one I haven't added yet.
Because that one, theirs are pretty good.
I'm gonna have to go to Chick-fil-A and then I don't have it. I didn't add it, and I'm gonna have to taste it. So
Why was Panera so low? Because I thought that was pretty good. I liked it, the spicy chicken.
I don't know. I didn't really like it.
Really?
So my number 1 and 2, they're both 8.3. But I'd give.
Am I allowed to protest your list?
I'll send it to you. You can protest it if you want. But Popeye's chicken sandwich is 8.3. Dinosaur's barbecue chicken sandwich in Syracuse is an 8.3 because they have this zip sauce they put on it. Amazing. It makes the chicken sandwich a chicken sandwich. But those two are 8.3.
All right.
And then there's a B-Lux chicken sandwich from Kalahari.
Chicken that often.
B-Lux chicken sandwich. It's a restaurant at the Kalahari in the Poconos, 7.9. That's tied with Red Robin. That is a 7.9.
Red Robin
I'm
is
gonna have to-
7.9.
Yeah, I got to go to Chick-fil-A. It was really good. But I tested it. I rate it as I eat it. So it's the first rating that comes to mind. So I got to go to Chick-fil-A and I got to redo theirs
Right.
and add that.
Yeah, you do.
So
I mean, I think Chick-fil-A is pretty good. They have good chicken there. I just had their chicken minis
Yeah.
this morning.
I'll try it again. Burgatory here in Pittsburgh, 7.0. Got their chicken sandwich.
All right.
So everywhere I go, I get a chicken sandwich, even if it's a barbecue place.
Usually,
because you never know.
Usually, a chicken sandwich isn't my first go-to for what I want to eat at a restaurant, though.
It's been my thing to just go get a chicken sandwich.
Okay, well.
You should pick a food to
I feel
rate,
like
and
you're
everywhere you
missing
go,
out
you
on
rate
better
it.
things.
Like I've been doing it with buffalo chicken pizza
I
too
would
now.
do it with eggs Benedict for breakfast. Or burgers.
First watch had an eggs Benedict. I always get there. It's decreased in quality.
First
over the
watch,
years.
yes. Our aunt, Martha, took me to First Watch. I think it's the first time I've been there.
I love it.
Eggs Benedict. It was really good.
Yeah, it depends where you go.
And
Because
they
in
put their little
Kentucky,
zesty sauce on their salad, side salad thing,
Yeah.
and that was good.
yep, that's what I always get there. And in Kentucky, it was amazing.
Yeah.
First watch was amazing. Had it up here around Pittsburgh.
Who they have?
It wasn't the same as it was. So it depends where you have these places.
I've only
But
seen it
yeah,
in
first watch is pretty good.
But it was good.
So-
So shout out. That
Yeah.
was out near, I don't know, maybe near Shelbyville or something. Somewhere outside Louisville.
So shout out
First
to
Watch over there somewhere.
First Watch over there somewhere. It doesn't matter. All right. We'll talk more about this on our next podcast. We'll wrap it up. We actually made it without the thing breaking, so we're going to end it, make sure everything loads, uploaded, everything like that.
Sounds good.
And that's it. You have anything else to say? No. All right. That's all she wrote. Thanks for listening, watching, reading, whatever you're doing. Thank you very much. Like, subscribe, share with all your friends. Amen. Bye.